Okay guys, we're at our new location. So basically where we're at the location where the White Sulfur Springs resort was. And it was actually here in 1847. Then they shut it down like right after the Civil War. Then I think it became like a school for like wayward girls. Then it was like a women's prison. Then I think the last time someone was telling me when I was here last time that it was like a jail for kids, and they shut it down. And I was here a while back, and there used to be buildings in here, and you could tell it was a prison. And now they took them all out, and they planted all these flowers. So at first, I kind of wasn't on to come over here and metal detect it, but it's like all these people are showing up like it's a park. So there's some lady, she was dragging stuff over. I think she's going to be painting or something. So basically what we're going to be doing is, I noticed there's a lot of huge trees, because I don't know exactly the exact location of the resort. I just know it was here. So we're basically going to be doing a lot of searching. But I mean, you can see this tree behind me, it's huge. But there's like a lot of big trees here. So I'm probably just going to go around the trees, and hopefully we can come on to some old stuff. And it's a huge place. Then I figure down by the river, we'll probably go down there too. It's about 10 o'clock, and I got at least 5 or 6 hours I can be here. So, you know, we'll just go at it. I mean, I'll kind of zigzag. I won't focus on one spot unless I find something really good. So I'll probably go down along the road back towards where the old hotel is down there that we metal detected. And then I'll come back down by the river and go along the river, because I don't think down by the river they would dig any of that out. But in here, well, I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. But this is that big tree. Look how big this tree is. But this is a huge tree. I mean, I don't know a lot about trees, but that tree's got to be, you know, way over 100 years old. I'd say like 150 years old. Plus it was a jail, so, you know, people weren't in here metal detect. I don't know if anybody's been here to metal detect, but you can see how the ground is. It's not got fill dirt in there. But then back here where they planted those flowers, that's where the prison was. That's why I was on a focus out towards the road, because I wouldn't think they would dig a lot up by the road. And plus I know there's no way anybody came in here and metal detect, because that's why I wasn't on a metal detect, because it was a jail, and that's more or less like state property. But there's no trespassing signs. The fire station's right across the street, and the last time I was here there was like tons of people here. So unless someone comes and say, I don't think they will. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. But as I was driving in, they're developing a lot down the road. So I would say this is not going to be here that long open like this. Eventually they'll probably put houses in here, or something will happen to it. So I'm going to try to come here as much as I can. Hopefully I can find something really quick, you know, because basically I'm going to focus on those old trees. And I haven't, you know, the other side, I really haven't done any exploring on there. I kind of explored a little bit when I was here making that little video I put in that last video. But like I said, I know that resort was here in 1847. So, and it was huge. I mean, I'll try to use, I only found like one picture of it, so I'll try to use it as a thumbnail in this video, and you guys can see what I'm talking about. But it was a huge place, man. It was like a little town or something. But I know for sure, because I was here before they tore everything down, so I know what it looked like. And like I said, I'm gonna go around here. I'll probably head back down towards where that old hotel is. Then I'll come probably downward and go around by the river, then come back up the other direction. So basically we'll probably circle this whole place today, and I'll just take some extra batteries with me. So basically what we're going to be doing is we'll be using the MineLab E-Track, and this is the Piranha shovel. And this is basically the, I mean, it's probably I'd say it's the best shovel I've ever owned. I don't know, I'd say it's the best shovel on the market. I mean, there might be people that disagree with me, and it's made by Predator Tools. And they still make them, but this, I mean, you can see how it is. So if you're in the woods and you got to deal with roots and stuff, that'll go through anything. I mean, I've never had a problem. It's not even got a nick in it. I've had that thing, I bet you, for 5 or 6 years. So I'm gonna get off here, guys, and I'll get back to you as soon as we come across something good, or I run into something cool to see. So whatever comes first. So I'll get back to you. Okay guys, well, I'm back here by where the gazebo is, and I've been down. I was going to start in the front, then I changed my mind because I figured I should go to the back because I got to walk out, you know. So basically when I get tired, I'll be tireder at the end of the day than I would in the beginning of it. So we're back here at the gazebo where the river's at, but so far I'm going along here, and it's just like you know, it's like they dug a trench back here. Then if you walk along, you start seeing pipes. So they obviously dug a trench and they put the pipes in there to drain the water from the streets in the jail, you know what I mean? So far I haven't had any luck. I've found some kind of plate, and I found a penny so far. And I'm back here at this gazebo, but the gazebo's new, it's not old. Even I thought at first it was copper, but it's not. So the gazebo's like a new, I don't know how old it is, but so basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back the other way. We're gonna try to go to at the end of where the jail's at and try over there. It's like an open area over there too. I was already there, but I was rushing around to get back in here. But here, I kind of show you what I'm talking about. But it's like a trench back here. But you can kind of see like where the pipes are coming out. And that, like I said, that old photo I got, it might even be a drawing for all I know. But plus, a lot of times when you're in the woods like this, the best thing to do is look for groundhog holes. And that's what I've been doing. I've been finding groundhog holes, but I haven't even found any glass or pottery or anything. So I'm basically going to go down probably south of the jail where the jail was and look in there, and it's open over there. So I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get onto something. Hey guys, I'm basically way on the other side, and I come up on something pretty cool. And you know, over here they even planted the flowers back in here. It's kind of unreal. Hopefully you guys can see this because I got the camera on my head, but you're actually seeing what I'm seeing. So I'm walking up on it right now. So it looks like an old graveyard. And this is like way in the back. I mean, I don't know how far back up in here I am, but it's way back here. So we'll see what it is. Like I said, it used to be a prison back here. So I don't know if these are graves from the prisoners or what. It kind of looks like it. So that's what this is, man. It's a small graveyard. If you guys can see that, it says 1884. Okay guys, so we basically went around the whole thing over by that graveyard, and I come over here where we started, where I was showing you that big tree, and I got this killer reading, and I dug down and I got something that's green, that's big, and it's bigger than a large cent. So I don't know what it is, but here we go. And you can see how it was laying in there. But this thing is huge. I mean, look how big it is. Get our brush out. Let's see. So it's probably some kind of token or something. That's what it is. That's weird that it's sitting here, because you gotta think this was a prison, so this has to be old as shit. So it says good for one cake. I've never even seen one like this before. Plus it says palm olive on it. So you get, if you buy a cake, you get a free cake. Wish I knew how old it was. It says Ohio, AGG on the back of it. Yeah, I'm not for sure, but I think what we're gonna do is we're on a grid over here, because I already went around that whole side over there. But it's a token where you buy a cake and you get a free cake. But it's huge, and it was green. You can see how deep it was in the ground. I mean, it was way down in there. So guys, I'll get back to you as soon as I get onto another one, because I'm gonna just stick around this big tree, because this is the oldest thing I've found so far. Okay guys, I'm on to another good signal. I'm just having all kinds of problems with this GoPro. They came out with a new GoPro app because they have a new GoPro 9, and it's all screwed up. It's screwing up with my GoPro 8. So I keep having all these issues with it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. I mean, it's in their app, but there's a bunch of people complaining about it, but I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. That's the reason I bought the GoPro 8, because it was the newest one. Then I buy it, then they come out with the GoPro 9 and they changed the app, and it's got this one all screwed up. Ah, coin. But that's why I was on to show you guys this, because I just dug a wheat penny. So maybe this is as green as can be. Yeah, it looks like another wheat. Pretty cool. I mean, having these wheats are good too. I mean, I could still come on to some silver. There's another one. Oh man, I wonder if this is an Indian. I'm pretty sure. I think this is an Indian. Ain't that killer? Yeah, this is the Indian. I don't know what date it is. I'll have to clean it up here. Let's see what it is. Yeah, at least I found a good spot now. It's just unreal. I mean, I parked right over there and I walked all the way around this damn thing, and here I'm over here. It's a 1887 Indian head penny. But it's all under this tree, man. You can see where I've dug holes. That's the first Indian I found. I've only found a... It'd be nice if there's another one in here. Yeah, looks like that was it. God, this is great. That's why I said, man, you always dig around these old trees. Because no one's dug in here, because this was like a jail, man. People didn't come in here and metal detect. It's the same hole, but I'm not going to leave it alone because it still could be like a nickel. Let's see. There it is, man. See? Man, I'd shift this as another Indian. It's another Indian. There's another coin spill. So this one here is 1888. That's kind of weird that other one was a wheat. I have to check it better. Maybe the other one was an Indian too. I'm pretty sure it was a wheat penny. That looks like that's it. That's pretty good. Well, guys, I'll get back to you as soon as I get onto another one. That was a killer find, man. I hope that was just great. I'm having a good day now. So I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get onto another good one. Okay, guys, I'm onto another good signal. I'll probably leave it. I'll probably leave the camera on for a while because I'm having all kinds of problems. I mean, like I said, that app's different, but maybe it's because I'm out here in the middle of nowhere and I'm having problems with the internet on my phone. But it's hard to work a camera when it's on your head without your phone. You have to use your phone. But we're definitely onto a hot spot because I've been digging Wheaties. Here's another one. I mean, we're onto a hot spot, man. Big time. So we got another Indian. I think this is a 18. Nah, it's a 190. It looks like a 1900. But we have another Indian. But like I said, we're just onto a hot spot. I wish I would have started up. Not really, because at least I went in the back. I knew not to mess with that. So we'll probably stick around up here from now on. See, we got another spill. Plus, we're in the 1800s, man. That's what I love about it. And you got to think there's a modern firehouse right across the street. There's actually a modern building right behind me. But like I said, it's all because of this tree, because that tree's old. And actually, it's such a hot spot that I'm digging everything, no matter what. Because it's like there's not a lot of trash, because no one's ever been here. So whenever maybe they were under this tree having their lunches and stuff, you know, to get in the shade. And I say that, and this looks like this is a piece of junk. Unless it's a gun. Nah, it's just some kind of bolt. But you can see how it's been in there a long time, because the dirt's all black, discolored. But we're definitely onto a hot spot. I mean, this is a big area over here too, and I haven't even started on the other. I mean, hell, you got the whole down the road. But I know the resort was here in the 1847, so we haven't got back that far. So we're like after the Civil War so far. Because even up in here, man, I dug a weedy out there. It was only like about an inch in the ground. I'm not very good at gridding. Honestly, I just got to go in a straight line. So next time I come back, I'll probably just do this whole thing, grid the whole thing in a straight line. I can't go at angles. You know what I'm saying? It's not a real good signal, but it's like 8 or 9 inches down in the ground. But I did, just a little while ago, I dug a dime and it was way down there, and it was just modern clad, so. Look, see that? See that right there? It's telling you there's a coin in there. So there's a coin way down it. So it's that far down in the ground, you can see where it was setting. There we go. And you heard the signal, man. It wasn't a great signal. And it's a wheat penny, but it's old because it's green as can be. But anytime you see that, you know you're in for something. Especially when it's green. But this is what it's all about, man, metal detecting. This is a hunt, man. I've been out hunting all day, then all of a sudden I'm up here by where I parked and I start finding stuff. I mean, this is coming in, this is a crappy signal here, but you know, for the stuff that I'm digging, that could be a gold ring, you know what I mean? I just think they were sitting out here eating their lunch, because this tree would give them shade in the summertime when it's real hot. And out here, you just never know. I mean, it could be a pull tab or something, but you never know. I don't have any idea. It almost looks like a, it can't be a cap gun here. This wasn't a playground, but that's what it looks like. I don't know what it is. Or maybe I will find out. Yep, look at that. Ain't that weird? It's an old cap gun. That's weird to find it over here. But it's part of an old cap gun. Actually, I've found cap guns, the whole thing in the ground before. I mean, it was corroded, but I found the whole cap gun before. That's so cool find. That's another one of those crappy signals, man. Real crappy signal. See? So if you was digging gold, you'd be digging all these pull tabs. And you can imagine between those, even the old pull tabs, because when they pull them off the pop or the beer or whatever, they went right on the ground, because what are they gonna do, put them in their pocket? That wasn't an old one though, that was more of a newer one there. I want to find a silver, man, before I can get out of here. I mean, I'm going to come back, but this is, you can tell where I dug it out because the holes are shitty. And I'm just doing like a small circle. I mean, hell, they could be up by the road for all I know. And we're only been on the one side. I mean, that one sounds good, but the numbers ain't very good. But I don't care. I just want to get a silver before we get out of here today. Huh. This ain't, I don't think it's old, but it's a buckle. See how it's a buckle? I don't know how old it is. But it's definitely some type of buckle. It might just be off like a dog leash though. So I don't know. I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get on something really good again. Okay guys, we're done for the day. So we walked all the way around the place. In the back, I just think it was dredged out. There, I just couldn't come up. Plus, even where I could metal detect, it was like there was like high weeds and it was just real hard to metal detect. Then I got over where that graveyard was, and all the way on the other side, there was a couple trees over there I went around, but I didn't even get a signal. So then I ended up working down the street, down this way, and I didn't get anything. I came back over to this big tree, then we started getting onto it. So we found this old, good for one cake token. I'm pretty sure this is from the 1800s. I'm almost positive. Then we found 5 wheat pennies. Then we come on to the Indians, and actually we had one spill and it had this one, and I can't get a date off this wheat penny, but it's got to be an old one. And we ended up pulling a 1888 Indian head penny. Then we have a 1887 Indian head penny. This one's kind of corroded on the back a little bit. Then the other one, I'm pretty sure it's exactly 1900. So it's a 1900 Indian. That's kind of corroded too a little bit. And like I said, back here where that graveyard was, I was talking to some lady up here, and it was like a place for wayward women back in the 1800s. And I don't know if that's a sin. I mean, mostly what that means is there was women living here that had kids that weren't married. And with the graveyard, it just seemed weird that the names was on there, because I've been to other jails and I've been to a lot of different places, and I've never seen it. Usually if it's a prison, they number them. And it was weird. It had their first names but no last names. So I don't know if a woman's present's differently. Maybe it's the women that died in the prison. And I'm not positive exactly what date, because all those graves back here were like from the late 1800s up to about 1910. So I'm not positive with that. So if you guys see the photos, I'll put some photos in there, and you guys have any idea, because I think it's for the wayward women. I figured it was a sin and they weren't allowed to get buried in the graveyard, so they buried them out there, is what I think. So you guys let me know if you guys find out any info on it. And I'm gonna come back here because I think we came across a hot spot. It's just towards the end of the day and I'm pretty wore out. So I tried like hell to get a silver, especially after I started pulling those Indian heads, but I'm sure there's more. And this is just right here. I mean, we still got all the way down the street. So I'll probably come back here next weekend and we'll start with grid in this area. Then we'll just start working our way down. But that tree being old like that, man, I could have been like a picnic area, because I come across a lot of trash too, that old trash. So that's what I think. I think it was like a place where people ate their lunch and stuff. But hopefully we'll come back. But I did try. I really tried to get onto some silver. I was having all the problems with the GoPro app. I mean, it was a bear. Hopefully I got good footage to make a decent video, because we did find some good stuff. So, I mean, it's pretty cool to go out and find 3 Indians. It seems like here lately I've been finding a lot of Indians. But if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.
One evening as the sun went down, the jungle fires were burning. Down the track came a hobo hummer. He said, "Boys, I'm not returning. Headed for a land that's far away, beside the crystal fountain. I see you all this coming fall at the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, there's a land that's fair and bright, where the handouts grow on bushes and sleep out every night, where the boxcars all are empty and the sun shines every day. Oh, the birds, the bees, and the cigarette trees, the whiskey springs, and the bluebird sings in the big rock candy mountain.